G'day, Tragic here. Welcome back to Star Trek Frontiers. This is the beginning of round 4. We know what we're doing now. Let's get straight into it. And we're starting off with Lursa. Oh, looks like I haven't set my cameras for the turn order. Let's quickly do that. It's Lursa, then Cisco, then Picard, and then Martok. Okay, so basically Lursa is at the yellow Borg. Martok is ready to go to the yellow Borg. And because, you know, this is Star Trek Frontiers, the cities just aren't that scary. I should have pumped the level up to maybe 9, but I've only got it at level 6, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take this city. It does have +1 to all armor as its effect. But look, we only need to... This is the only guy that is actually any issue, and that's because he's got paralyze, which means that if we take any damage, we're stuffed. And it has got fast as well, so it's 3 blue, which means you've got to block 6, but it's fast, which means you've got to block 12. But the interesting thing is that he has red resistance, but he's not resistance to physical attack, so it's just 7 to kill, and everyone else is just a wuss. So Martok could probably take this city by himself, is what I'm trying to say here. So what we're going to do, we're going to prepare Lursa by discarding things that she doesn't really need. So she doesn't need the move, and I think we're going to get rid of this one as well. And the reason we're doing that is because in this game, you do not need to move into the Borg cubes. Okay, because you attack from adjacencies just like everywhere else. So she is in position. As soon as Martok goes here, they can both attack. You just have to be adjacent. She's just going to clear her hand of these two things, and that is pretty much it. And then she's going to draw back up to a lowly 5. Okay, that's actually really good. We get Romulan Ale and Insight. Romulan Ale, probably not, but still, not bad. Okay, now we have the Picard. Now, he has a nice 2 move here, and as I already said, he has huge amount of Romulan bases here. Look, he's really cleared up this whole area, and he's got a lot more to do. Basically, if he moves into here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, he's going to be drawing 9 cards. So I think the plan for him is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to this space. And he has to go that kind of roundabout way, because from moving here to here will not aggro this Borg, and moving here to here will not aggro this Borg. So if we can produce 6 move, which I'm absolutely sure we can. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5, 6. So we haven't used a die yet. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to have a look at over here. We've got a number of cards. 7 of 9 and Axum are actually city cards, so they cannot be used. Worf is the only one. Yeah, Worf is the only guy you can hire from a starbase. So let's grab him. We're going to hire him. Let's have a quick look at the others while we're here. These 3 are all hireable at M-class planets, and she is also hireable at a Federation starbase. So looks like the best place to go is actually M-class planet. You'll also get access to all of these. Okay, whatever. The point is, we want to hire this dude. Now, he costs 5, so he's a level 1 unit, unfortunately. But we're at -2, so it's actually going to cost us 7. But I think that will not be a problem. Is there a blue die? There is. So we're going to take this blue die. And that's 5, 6, 7, And boom, we have hired. The wharf is now hired. Beautiful. And we did use threaten, so we go back down to -3. Luckily there's so many Borgs around there. Sweet. And he is now next to a Romulan starbase, which means, well, he's on a Romulan starbase, which means that he is now drawing to 9 cards because he's at 6, 7, 8, 9. Ya blam! Go, son. Okay. Now we have the Picard stone. Now Picard is in a bit of a bind. He's in the middle of nowhere. We have to get him up. He's got this amazing card somewhere in his deck that allows him to move at breakneck speeds through empty space. So there's 2 basic tunnels. If he can get to here, and then assuming he draws the card, he can move all the way up to there really easily. But if we go to here, he can move all the way up, right up to there, using that, reduced space card. And if he doesn't draw the card, he can stop off here to grab more units. So I think that's definitely where we want to go. So we need to go 3, 4, 5 and see if we can do Ardra. Picard is our main diplomacy dude. Let me have a look here. So that's 4. We rolled a black. That's going to be very handy. 4. We need 5 move. I'm going to actually use the experimental defenses. It seems bad, but I don't really have a choice. Because I don't want to... I want to keep insight, and I definitely want to keep synthesized data. I guess I could use synthesized data. Okay, whatever. That's what we're going to do. So we've done the movement. I might change this card to something else. But now we need to produce 10 diplomacy, which shouldn't be a problem. We have 4 diplomacy right here. So we have to send Riker on the away team. And bam, that's 4 diplomacy. Then we do this. We've already used a die. There is no red in the source. So we're going to take this one. That has produced... What does this thing do? No, we'll leave that for now. That produces 5. So we need 1 more. We need 1 more. So I guess I'm going to have to use synthesized data. So that's 4, 5 movement. That gets us to here. That's 3, 4, 5. Then we had to produce 10 diplomacy. So that's 4 diplomacy, 5 diplomacy, 6 diplomacy by playing that sideways. And that is 10 diplomacy. So that is done. So that was a bit more expensive than I wanted it to be. We used a crystal plus 2 very good blue cards. Still, could be worse. Okay, not a particularly great source. And this guy is now getting plus 6, takes him to 46, no level up. And I think the reward for that is yet another undiscovered card, right? It was a green planet. Yep, another undiscovered card. So, what do you got for us? Open negotiations. Diplomacy 3 during interaction. Diplomacy 5 during an away mission. I don't think there are any other away missions. I think we've actually done all the away missions on the planet, like in the game. Oh no, there's one here and there's one here. I think they're the only 2 left. So we're only missing 1 tile, actually. Yeah, so there's 1 tile we didn't use that has quite a lot of diplomacy on that tile. So still, every other diplomatic area is taken. So the only real place to go for XP now is these planets and the remaining. Oh, I guess you could burn down. You can like in Mage Knight, you can decimate. They call it M-class planets and destroy the villages. Okay, so whatever. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I've got to pick a spell. So, open negotiations completely useless because we really have no away missions anymore. Justice. Discarding cards with +3 attack. Double the contribution of all attacks of any kind you play this turn. So that doesn't count from... Okay, so the top one is to discard cards of +3 each. The bottom one makes everything doubled. So that's kind of like that artifact that can do crazy damage in Mage Knight. But I think Picard, it's like most of his damage is actually on his units, which this does not trigger off. And he hasn't got a huge card draw. So I think I'm actually going to take this one. Advanced Shields. Because we are running into BORG territory, so we're going to need red shields at some stage. So I'm going to take these shields. We've actually got this one for shields, don't we? Wow. You know, maybe I am going to take... Yeah, I think I am going to take Justice, the discard card. Bam. Okay, and that is that. And we're drawing to 7, because we have 6 plus planning. Yablam! Okay. Now we have the big move. We have Martok. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna attack into this city. We've got a token here. We've got enough movement. We've got a whole bunch of red. We have a yellow die in the source to power Honor. We have a black die in the source to power her big spells. So I think we can do this. So let's have a look here. First thing he's going to do is just do this. I might change this to another mana at some point because I can tap that for a blue mana. The way I play these games is that my mana usage is, you know, with tokens and stuff, is just is flexible. Theoretically, once you've done the movement, the mana and the other thing is locked. But I'm just going to do it like this for now. So that's 4 movement, which takes us to 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're now ready to attack in. So the way you attack is, just like in Mage Knight, we're going to randomly divide these guys up. Remember, they're +1 armor. So, let's give this a shuffle. I'm just thinking maybe I should... Oh, we're going to give this a shuffle. Oh, well, first we need to activate Lursa. Let's shuffle this out. You know, I think that actually might be better. I was hoping to get the BORG for him, but I think it might be better. Actually, I think it's going to work much better, the BORG going to Lursa now. I'm thinking about it because she's got all these, you know, defense reductions and attack reductions and stuff. So that's actually... Oh, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I need to make, for this mod, I need to make a proper bag just for doing that. Okay, so let's flip these over, see what we got. Okay, so now he just needs to kill these wuss bags. What is this? 3. Okay, so he's at 8. And that is actually at 5. So we need 13 damage. Can we produce 13 damage? We've got 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 14 damage right there. but we need a yellow die, which we have. That was a yellow die. And we need a red crystal. So that is 14 damage. That is enough to kill straight off the bat, no problems. I need to block. So this guy is 3 to block. This guy is 8 to block. So we can't block that, so we have to take a wound. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of using that crystal, we're going to discard a wound. That uses this to create a crystal. So we've created a crystal there, which goes to here. That gets 1 wound out of our hand, and then we're going to do 3 block. So that's 1, 2, 3 block. Okay, so that's it. That's all we need to do. So we initiated the combat. We drew the 2 Romulans. So that's 3 and 4. We can't block the 4, so we take a wound into our hand. But we discard 1 for 2 and another one sideways for 3. That blocks him. So that's 1 wound, and now we're in the attack phase. We then place this one for 2 attack. We do this one for 9 attack, but we have to take another wound into our hand. And then we discard, using this skill, another wound to get a red token, which powers engage, which gives us another attack 3. So that is 2, 11, 14. And we need total 8, because it's +1 armor from the city, remember? So that's 8 plus 5, which is only 13. So that's that. We have beaten it. No worries. That's pretty cool. So that is 3. That's another 6. That takes him to 63. And he has leveled up. Okay, so we can't return the die, but everything else is destroyed. And we get to level up. I'm going to do the level up right now. Technically you should do it after the combat's finished, but I'm going to do it now just to keep my brain in it. Okay, I don't want this one. I'm not a big fan of these motivation skills. So I'm going to take this one. And then I need engineering breakthrough. I'm definitely going to take this one. Because he has so many wounds in his deck. So, bam. Okay, so I'm not going to draw just yet. We don't level up yet, so we're still drawing to 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Yeah, blam. Okay, oh, more wounds. Excellent. So, that's that done. Now we're doing Lurso, which is going to be a bit tougher. It shouldn't be a problem. So, this guy is 8. So he's 8. And he is 5. Okay. So, what have we got in the source? We have the black die, which is what we want. So what we're going to do is actually go penetrate shields. We are going to tap this sucker. That's going to give us a blue and a yellow, which we don't need. Okay, so we play the black and the blue. That gives us -3 to all units. So this guy is now 5, because remember it's 8. And this guy is now 2, so that's 5. And that's all we need to do. Because now we've got range to 3. And that is +3, so that is 6 long range attack. That's enough to kill the BORG. But we need a blue mana. Okay, we've got a question mark in the source. We need... Oh, we can't do it. Oh, we need another blue mana. Oh, wait! Gain a blue mana token or a gold mana token. Ya blam! Wei Yung saves the day. Smack. So that is 3 long range attack. This guy, he's 8 armor. -3 is 5 armor. And we just produced 6 long range attack, which means he is dead. This guy, we can't block because he's 4 fast. So we take... what's going on with... This should be here, right? Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, it's still only 3. So he attacks a 4. So we're taking 2 wounds, which is annoying. You know what would be cool? Oh, no, it's +1 armor, isn't it? Yeah, so that is actually 2 armor to kill. So I can't even block one of those wounds. But what I can do is play this and this sideways for 2 armor, 2 attack. So I take 2 wounds and he's dead. Okay, so to recap a Runeski, we have a scary BORG, but we cast preemptive shields. We flip over this token here to gain a blue and a yellow. We use the blue here plus the black from the source. All enemies gain -3 defense is what we choose. So this guy is now only at 4, and this guy is at 1, because it's 4 -3, and it's 7 -3. But, unfortunately, everyone at the yellow city is +1 armor. So, this guy is now 5, and this guy is now 2. In the long range thing, we do 3 long range attack, and we want to pump it with the captain card, which gives +3. Her captain card gives +3. Everyone else gives +2. So this is actually 6 long range attack. But we need a blue mana. So we tap Wei Yung, which gives us a blue mana token. That's now 6 attack, which beats this because it is 8 -3, which is 5. So he's dead in the long range, doesn't even get to attack. This guy we cannot block. He has 4 attack. We only have 3 armor, so we take 2 wounds. And then we discard 2 cards, 1, 2, to produce the 2 block required to kill him, because remember, he's actually 5 -3, which is 2. And bam, he is also dead. And that is that. The city is gone. Easy. Easy peasy. So that's 10. That takes us to 28. Get another level up. Beautiful. So she's been leveled up the whole game. I spent a whole round without realizing I had a spare unit slot. Okay, so that is that. This is the token, so it gets discarded, and we are done. Boom, ya boom, re-roll, and ya blam. Beautiful work. Very, very happy. So what we need to do is get 2 of these. So how do you do the... God, it's been so long since I played Mage Knight. I think for each unit you kill, you get 1 token. Or it's... Yeah, I think each unit you kill, you get 1 token on the thing. It's going to work out as even, so it's not too much of an issue. But we've basically killed 1 each. Sweet. And now we have the ability. We can buy a unit from any location, and we can pay 2 to gain a gold unit to the offer. So it's time for some leveling up, basically. And now we draw to 6. Yay, finally drawing to 6. Go to Lursa. And also he can now return his die. Boink. Excellent. How am I going to make this easier to... What I might do is put this on an angle now that it has been beaten. I have to figure out a way so I can mark them a bit easier as defeated. I might make another object which is a destroyed cube, and then I can change it. That's what I'll do. Anyway, that city, that is now destroyed, and we're ready to go. That's the end of that round. That was a pretty awesome round, and I will see you guys next time.